hee-haw, it's Accordion Cool, and yes, yes, you may have guessed today's theme. Today we're going country. Yep, a little bit outside my comfort level. Actually, what I got to try to do is remember just to keep it simple. No jazz choruses or anything, because traditional country, which I consider the only country, not the stuff they're trotting out today, is very simple. Of course, first song, You're Cheating Hard, probably the classic country song of all time. A fellow named Hank Williams, 1952, wrote and recorded that song. Now, Hank Williams was kind of like the grandfather of all the country music. He started it all. And he did more with songs that only had anywhere from 2 to 4 different chords in the whole song than anybody ever did. And like I said, the bass is very simple. I just gotta don't throw too many jazz choruses in today. So, and actually, I didn't even think I should have worn a cowboy hat. Son of a gun. Well, so that was Hank. Of course, Hank Williams died very early. He died when he was 29 years old. He had something like 35 or 36 #1 country hits. And of course, back in the 50s, when most of his recording was done, late 40s, early 50s, there were no country stations, rock stations, jazz stations. It was all one. You might hear, Frank Sinatra, and then you might hear Hank, on the same program. So it was all for one. So. But he died, like I said, at 29 because he also had a problem putting, shall we say, things into his body that should not be there. And of all his hits, he had something like 6 posthumously. That's a big word for me. That means after you're gone. After his death, he still had 6 more #1 hits. So let's move on to 1979. A fellow named Willie Nelson. Remember Willie? Well, he's still around, still doing his thing. And he wrote and recorded this song, big hit. And he started it off with a little bass thing that sounds a little bit like what I'm going to do. On the road again, Willie Nelson, 1980. Well, this next song Willie also wrote. And this back before he was Willie, when he was Hugh Nelson. Hugh, which I guess is his given first name. But then when he became famous, he said, Hugh just doesn't fit. Let's go with Willie. And he wrote this song. And this song and the next song both have similar stories, which I'm not even sure if they're true or not. But the word on the street is that Willie Nelson wrote this particular song, and he was in an establishment one night that served alcoholic beverages. And he ran into Patsy Cline's husband. And he said, I got this song. I want, maybe Patsy will record it. Now, the story, like I said, it goes for this song and the next song, is that Patsy hated it, didn't want to do it. Nope. And, but cooler heads prevailed, and she did. And this, in my estimation, is the best country song ever written. And if you go to the Country Music Hall of Fame in Nashville, you don't even have to be a country fan. It is so interesting. They even have Roy Rogers, Gene Autry, all those folks. But they have a special room just for Patsy Cline. And when you walk in on a tape, they have Crazy by Patsy Cline. Crazy. Patsy Cline's biggest hit, and shortly after that, of course, she died tragically in a plane crash. So, but at least she got crazy. Well, this next one's also a Patsy song, around 1957, and again, I've heard the same story about her not liking it, blah 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 blah. So, take it for what it's worth. But on this one, she went out after bedtime because she was out walking after midnight. So let's see what this one sounds like. Walking, Walking After Midnight. Now, this next song was written in 1970 by a fellow named Chris Christopherson, and he recorded it and had a minor hit. Then a young country artist named Sammy, which is S-A-M-M-I, Sammy Smith, recorded it and had a monster hit on this song. And again, even though it was 1970, this was written in the tradition of the 3 to 4 chord country song in the traditional way. So, little tune called "Help Me Make It Through the Night." Make it through the night. Well, we got a couple of extra minutes here. I thought we might. You got to throw in a song called "I Can't Stop Loving You," and it was written in the mid-50s and kind of kicked around. A fellow named Ray Charles, around 1963, 64, recorded a country album, and of course he had a big hit on this. So we'll just do a little bit of this to kind of fill in the time. Loving You. Can't Stop Loving You. All right. Well, our next tune, 1965. And kind of kicked around a little bit. And in 1966, a fellow named Tom Jones, remember him, a Welshman from England? He got a hold of this tune, and he had a worldwide hit on the green, green grass of home. Now, I think I played this tune recently, but it kind of fit another category, so you got to hear it again. Green, green grass of home. Grass of home, fellow going home for the wrong reasons because he's going to be executed. Well, of course, you know, country music, there's basically three themes. Either the dog died, truck broke down, or my wife ran off with my half-brother or something. That's basically the three themes in country music. But, of course, this guy's got a, well, you know. So I guess they laid him beneath the green, green grass of home. Well, now we're getting down towards the end of our time. So we started with a Hank song, so let's finish with a Hank song. Your Cheating Heart was probably his biggest, but this very well might have been his second biggest, called jambalaya. Now, jambalaya is a southern dish, and we were doing an expo in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. At the end of the expo, the doors open, and this fellow wheels in, I mean, big canisters full of jambalaya and gumbo, just for the vendors. I want to tell you, that was the most delicious meal I have probably ever had. I mean, he had kegs of it, and I don't think there was much left when he had to leave. But anyways, a little jambalaya. well, you hope you enjoyed our little country tribute to, I've had many bands in the past, and so I hired a guitar player, to work with me. Now this fellow, he's a great singer, but basically he was kind of a country guy and a 50s guy, but that was okay. And then my drummer left, so he says, well, my brother plays drums. I said, okay. So now we got, the guitar player and his brother. And then things going along nicely. And then he says, my wife is a great singer. I said, oh, okay. So the wife joins the band. So I'm playing a gig one day, and this lady walks up who owned an establishment that we played at frequently. She says, by the way, I like the new sound. I says, new sound? What new sound? She says, the country sound. And I said, son of a gun. I'm playing in a country band, and it's my own band, and I didn't even realize it. But anyway, it was fun. And so I do have a little, shall we say, a little country background, but obviously not my genre. That's another big word for today, my genre of choice. So once again, thank y'all for watching today and tuning in, listening, however it is you get the show. And you know what I'm going to say. Bring the young'uns in. Definitely they do not hear a lot of these traditional country songs. Just the stuff that they're trotting out today, well, never mind. So actually, we had jambalaya for dinner last night. Yeah, I think there's some left. I'm going to go home and get some. So here we go.